The new constitution is set to transform the country's electoral system. While Kenyans were used to electing the president, members of parliament and councillors, the 2012 general election will be a different ballgame altogether. Voters will on the same day elect the president and his or her running mate, the governor, the senator, members of the National Assembly, a woman representative in the National Assembly, county assembly representatives, councillors and mayors, if you will be registered in the major cities.
Hatuwezi tukafanya uchaguzi kwa wiki mzima. Imesema uchaguzi ni siku moja. Kwa hivyo hizi 8 ni utaratibu gani ambao tutafuata zote zifanyike siku moja na tuweze kufanya hiyo hesabu haraka.
There are several reasons why you do elections on one day. One is because it would be too expensive to stagger. You can imagine having an election on different dates. The cost of one election is billions, so it would be far too expensive for the country.
However, concerns have been raised on the amount of time a voter will take to vote for all the 8 positions. If a voter takes an average of 4 minutes for each of the slots, that will translate to over half an hour per voter and hence drag the electoral process.
So our thought process is, how do we facilitate this process so that the process moves faster? Are we going to use different rooms for different ballots so that there is no confusion?
During the recently held referendum poll, over 250,000 votes were rejected, yet it was a simple green and red exercise. There are concerns that many voters could have a harder task in 2012.
An analysis of what happened in the referendum shows that most of the spoiled ballots were spoiled due to misinformation. And it was a deliberate way in the campaign of making sure that one side did not get votes, rather they get spoiled.
Yes. Once the ballots have been cast, the process of vote counting will be the other Herculean task for the Electoral Commission. Delays in announcing the poll results raises anxiety among candidates and their supporters, as witnessed in the hotly contested 2007 general election.
Will people work in shifts, for instance? You have the polling clerks during the day, and then you bring the counting clerks who will count simultaneously for all the 8 so that there isn't the delay of results.
The 2012 general election will be by magnitude the biggest electoral exercise in Kenya's history. The electoral body is seeking suggestions from all stakeholders to ensure that the election is flawless. The 2012 general election will be the ultimate test for the credibility of the Electoral Commission. Of critical importance is how they will conduct the exercise to ensure that the results are transmitted fast and in an acceptable manner to all the candidates and the entire population in the country. Francis Gachuri, Citizen Live at 9, Nairobi.